Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Maryland's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Makes the grab. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This time they'll go to the running game. Makes a man miss. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the guy.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has it with really good field position. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too.
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's sacked. Makes the grab down the middle. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Wolfpack line up facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The give out of the gun. Plows through the defense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The running back has it. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Wall. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. To the air. It's sacked. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. From midfield, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. It's a draw. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Quick release on the RPO. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Quickly out to the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. NC State quick to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Sapp. This time on target. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a big explosive play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. He'll sneak it.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's sacked. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Rushes on him. And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the running back. Creates a little space. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one after their own 37. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Looking downfield, it's Sapp. He's got it down the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man quickly. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air on second down. It's complete to the left. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, North Carolina State!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Got his man to the left. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. And the returner will be dragged down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
NC State going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking to pass. It's Sapp. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. Got him in the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Try and play action. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Wall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Sapp. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snags it over the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. On target to the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Now on the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Orji. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. NC State started this drive with terrible field position. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got his man in the middle. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. He'll try to pop the draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Catch in the middle. It's Wall. Turning it on. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Back to throw. It's Sapp. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Power football with the run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The give to the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 58 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. They're going to ride this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Sapp. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. As the offense gets ready to run out the clock, take the play clock all the way down to a fraction of a second. Do not give the defense a single millisecond. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got the first down and more. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Puts it out of the air. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead.